Alright, welcome back to my channel once again. We are gonna start my new season. I do believe the audio, yes, stayed pretty well down. Where I did
most impressive.
Where I did the last video of trying to explain to people what game I should play. It seems like it stayed there and I didn't change it. So yeah, so we're gonna play Thrawn's Revenge. I only got one comment. And I did say that whatever comment I got, I was gonna play that side. And one of the options was Thrawn's Revenge, and I said I would play the New Republic or one of the Empire sides, so I could get to the Dark Empire and use the Eclipse and stuff like that. But somebody didn't want me to do that, so they said that I should play on the New Republic side. So that's what I'm gonna do. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Oh no, that was the one I wanted. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play the Conquest. I said I was gonna do the full map, you know, the biggest one they have, which I do believe was that one, yes. No, that's okay. Is this any? Yeah, we'll do the progressives, and we're gonna use the full galaxy, not the known galaxy, but the full galaxy. Yeah, so, and we'll also be going through, so we're going to do the full known galaxy. The years will change, planets will either come and go, factions will come and go, and then there's many in-universe events that can happen. So, instead of going straight to the end, I think we're just going to start with the first one. So basically, in the wake of Palpatine's death on Endor, the Empire retains control of the core under leadership, while the rest of the Imperial territory is fractured into various warlord states, attempting to ward off the growing New Republic, which is what we're going to play. We're going to play as the New Republic. The New Republic fleet heavily relies on fighters deployed from carriers of all sizes to make up their lack of larger capital ships. They also periodically elect a new leader for their own bonuses and can swap out commanders to different positions. So, in this one, we're going to play as the New Republic. I've never played this game, so we're going to keep it on recruit, see how well that goes. If it gets too easy, maybe we'll bump it up, but for right now, we're going to stay on recruit. And so, as I understand it, this game, every 10 weeks, I believe, in the game, we have to select a new leader. Basically, it's just us selecting the new leader. It's not an actual vote of any kind in the game, but we get to select a new leader, and each leader comes with bonuses, different ships, maybe different build options. Who knows? But we're gonna find out together. So basically, we're basically like, well, actually, as the years state, 4 ABY. So this is 4 years after the death of Palpatine. No, sorry, I'm mistaken. This is not 4 years after that. This is 4 years after the Battle of Yavin, which is in Episode 4. My mistake. So, we're probably days, weeks, months, maybe a year after the death of Palpatine in Episode 6. Not the, remember, this game is based on Legends. This is based on when George Lucas had the Star Wars series. So all the books that you used to read before now and all that is what's in this. It's not what Disney has turned it into. So, basically, anything you've seen in 7, 8, and 9 is not based on this game. It's based on something else. So, I just want to make that clear. So, yeah. So, there's no First Order in this game. There's no Star Killer base or anything like that. So, we're going to select New Republic. So, there are other sites, there's still the Galactic Empire. There's the Hapes in this, which we'll have to go up against. Because all these guys we're going to have to go up against. So, we're going to have to go up against the Empire. We're going to have to go up against the Hapes. And we're going to have to go against the Corporate Sector Authority. And the Empire of the Hand. And the Greater Mildred. And Eridu Authority. And the Pentastar Alignment. And any minor warlords if they survive. Huts, yeah, fuck, we gotta go up against Huts, just like in Fall of the Republic, gotta go against those assholes, and Zinja's Empire. Eventually, I don't know if the AI will do it, but eventually we may even have to go up against Thrawn, because it will be in there. So, yeah, we're gonna go Recruit, we're gonna go New Republic, largest map, we're gonna start at the first year, and we're going to work our way up the years. And yeah. And we're going to go and start the Galactic Conquest. I don't know how much we'll get into this game today for battles or anything. We're probably just going to end up just basically just looking around the galaxy, seeing what I have, and see where I gotta and see where I need to sacrifice, because if it's one planet somewhere, it may be easier to conquer or not conquer, sorry, protect. There we go. But if it's a group of clusters of planets, then I may need to pull back some from some planets, and there it is, and see where I need to. Here we are. Mon Mothma. The Empire has been defeated, but our work is far from over. Many systems still remain under Imperial oppressors. Fortunately, the Imperials have begun infighting. We must take advantage of this opportunity. Mission: your faction to achieve primary objective: conquest. All planets are conquered. Pretty straightforward. Alternative objectives: major shipyard conquest. All tier 3 and 4 shipyards are conquered. Early victory can be triggered from the political options menu. That's basically how I won Fall of the Republic, if you remember that a couple seasons ago. Because I couldn't beat that last planet, so I had to do the alternative objective. Because I had conquered all the tier 3 and 4 shipyards, we were able to get that early victory. So we'll leave that there. We'll pause it. Okay, so this is the known galaxy. It's obviously quite much bigger than Fall of the Republic. So these are our Hapes. I don't know who the red guys are. Let's see, where are we? Now some of these have locks on them. And I don't know what I'm going to assume locks mean that they are locked at this particular moment. But as the years cycle on, they will probably unlock at some point. So, looks like we are like this orangey color. So we're kind of this orangey color. So right now we own Mantooine, Mintooine, Mon Calamari, obviously, and Ton Falk. Now, who are our heroes? Aaron Kraken. General Aaron Kraken was a resistance fighter from Contrum, who joined the rebellion during the Galactic Civil War. When the rebellion became the New Republic, Kraken took command of New Republic intelligence. And during the New Republic's Liberations campaign between 4 and 6 ABY, which is where we are, he oversaw shadow operations, a collection of sabotage, disinformation, and assassination missions. Over the next few years, he would be replaced several times due to mainly political agendas. However, each time was brief, as his rank would either be killed in combat or retire. Interesting. Kyle Katarn. So he has a ship, I guess. I don't know what the CEC 290 is. We'll probably have to look that up and find out what the hell that is. Maybe it's one of these. No. We do have quasars in this. No. We do have dauntlesses. Yeah, we do have quasars. Unfortunately, they don't have come out with different loadouts. Like, you can't get ones that have just fighters or just bombers. Unfortunately. So all you get is one fighter and 2 bombers. You get 1 bomber, but you get 1 in reserve. You do get some Nebula Bees. You get 1 that is the fighting variant, basically, and 1 that is the support. So this one does the fixing and all that great stuff. So, oh yes, boarding shuttles. Oh, that's actually pretty expensive. Boarding shuttles. I know in Fall of the Republic, I think at the beginning, I was pointing out that some of the information said that this ship is boardable. Fall of the Republic, we didn't have boarding shuttles. We didn't have a way to do that. But in Thrawn's Revenge, you can. You can get one of these shuttles, send it into battle, and board specific ships. Only the ones that say they are boardable. Now, as I understand it, that the more damage it takes, the more likely of a chance that you can take it over. So if it's a fairly strong ship with pretty well all its weapons, your chances are going to be more on the unlikely side that you can board it and take it over. So, if your boarding fails, I don't know this, but if your boarding fails, I don't know if you keep the boarding shuttle or if it gets destroyed or you lose it or whatever. And with the same with if you do take it over, it's looking like if you do take over a ship, you don't get to keep that ship. But again, I don't know.
The Republic!
Yes, Republic. Actually, I was just looking at the abilities. Apparently, that you can get 25 attempts per ship crew per boarding attempt. So, apparently, I get up to 25 chances to board with this one ship. So, it might be that once you finish the battle with the boarded ship, you must lose it, but you get the shuttle back with the crew. By the looks of things. We may have to test this out at a later date.
You'd be the first one. I've actually never seen anyone do it.
Oh, there you go. But the boarding shuttle is 10,000 credits. So we're not going to... Yeah. The boarding shuttle is 10,000 credits.
10,000? You can buy Fuck, you can buy a full-on dreadnought battle cruiser for 37.
Yes.
And
So
what I mean is that.
the Dauntless.
Yeah. Heavy. That's like a powerhouse. That takes on Imperials.
Or a Liberty Cruiser.
Yeah. They take on Imperials and they're half the cost.
Yes. But like I said, that will be a later date down the road when I have more money coming in and I have a lot more money.
Yeah, you only got 10 grand
Yes, so it would take everything I have.
to buy one.
Yes. The pink, or these pink purpley colors, I think. Yeah, they're the corporate sector authority. Who else do we got? This is Zinja's Empire over here. So he's got looks like Yavin, Elam, Serrano. Looks like his empire is quite big, actually.
He has, I think,
Dothamir,
he has one of the biggest, I think.
Mandalore. Who owns Mandalore? Oh, they're their own clan.
Yes.
Okay, so who are these red guys? Red guys are... Oh, the Muldrude. These are the greater Muldrude guys.
The pink?
The pink, these are the Hapes. Who are these darker colors?
Huts, I think.
Oh, Empire.
Oh.
This is the actual Galactic Empire. These lighter guys... Oh, these are Huts over here. So these are the Huts.
Oh, look, you're almost right beside them.
Yeah, so these are the Huts, assholes over here.
Hang on.
What?
Go up. Up. Why does Kessel have a lock?
I was just saying that at the beginning of the video. I don't know what the locks mean. I can only guess and assume that there are planets that I cannot go to or go through yet. And as the eras and the years progress, I'm hoping eventually they will unlock. I'm hoping. Because it doesn't actually say... access to the system is restricted. Fleets may not pass through this system. So it's by a minor warlord. And the Maw is neutral. So I don't know what that is all about. Maybe if I remember. So we are also split up down here. So we go on Loriloth, Tatooine, Kolis, Bothawi. Where else do we own? Oh, we own Bajik, which is by himself. Nope, he is connected to Ryloth.
Looks like you got some heavy cruisers on most of your ship.
I might. And then we also own here. So we own Tibrin, Celeste.
Celeste is the capital building planet.
Yeah, oh, and up here we also own Taina and Chardon.
I think you own Quat too in the center.
I doubt it. Because that would be owned by the Empire. And where are we? Where's Coruscant? Corellia? Quat? There's Quat. That's Empire.
Oh.
Here we are. Coruscant, which is also Empire. Which we will also have to eventually get into. The Dushkin League.
No, sure.
Don't know who they are, but they're all locked. Where else are we? Deep space. So basically just a open area of space. Oh, here we are. Oh, so this must be...
Endor.
Endor is our main planet, I guess. I think.
I would think so because it has.
Because it also has all our heroes.
But you need to, which means that it's by itself, so it has no capital building.
Yes.
At least, unless it's a capital building.
And who are these? These are... Who the hell are these? CC Ruvi Imperium.
Don't know.
Don't know them. Never heard of them. Alright. And these are all independents by the looks of it. Yeah, independent 4. Oh, yellow. Who's yellow? The Chiss Ascendancy. Oh, and we got one blue guy over here who is the Empire of the Hand.
Yes!
What? So, looks like Empire of the Hand. Oh, who's these darker guys? The Killick Hives. Holy fuck, there's a lot of weird names around here. Yeah, Empire of the Hand, Independent. Oh, do we own this? No, that's Chiss. Okay, so these are all Killick Hives, whoever the hell they are. And here's the Pentastar alignment. And Empire. So that's all our factions by the looks of it. So let's see. So over here, is this our? That's also. Where's our capital?
Mon Cal is a capital building planet.
Yes, it is. It is definitely that. Let's check here. So here's our government. So our current chief of state is Mon Mothma. The supported candidate is obviously Mon Mothma. So we don't have any active supreme commanders or high command or fleet officers, ground officers, or Jedi. Okay, so here we are. Our chief of state elections. The New Republic elects a new Chief of State every 10 cycles. Each candidate has their own bonus or downsides. You can choose who to support from the Story Actions tab. Chief of State candidates will change depending on time period, controlled planets, and other factors. So as we gain planets, I'm sure we'll probably gain new people. Alright, so let's see. We won't have to get into this yet because we just started. But let's see who our candidates are, because in 10 cycles, which will probably be in a couple videos, we're going to have to pick a new person. Alright, so Borsk Phala requirements, always available. 50% cost and build time discount on Bothan spies. Unlock Bothui Shipyards Corporation on Bothui. Okay. Max influence on Bothui. Okay. 9 plus ABY, which we aren't at yet. Unlock Bothan Assault Cruiser. Locks the MC-80B. Once we hit 12 plus, which we still are not near. Add Traced Trefe to High Command and Supreme Commander options. Interesting. Okay. Who's our next one? Ponk Gaversom requirement, always available. 10% cost discount on economic structures. Unlock all influence units at any influence level. Interesting. Mon Mothma. So this is who our current leader is. She's always available. A new random mission every 3 cycles. Normally 4 cycles. Okay. So in this game, like Fall of the Republic, we also get random missions to do. You know, conquer a planet. Well, actually, it should be liberate a planet. Maybe take out a specific ship. Stuff like that. Apparently, in this game, it's every 4 cycles. Mon Mothma bumps it up to every 3 cycles. And she also adds 150 ship crews per cycle. So, like Fall of the Republic, we also have to worry about ship crews and infrastructure score, which are also possible missions that we may have to run into. So she adds 150 ship crews per cycle. So if we keep her, I don't really need to really worry at the moment about ship crews, unless we change it. And she makes the max influence on Chandrila, which I do not know if we own, which we may look at. So that's currently what we get, which is kind of good. Our next candidate is Karithar, always available. He or she 10% cost and build time discount on all non-economic structures. So I'm going to assume that's everything else, like space stations, base defenses, stuff like that. I'm guessing. I may be wrong on that. But like all the economic one, that'd be our mines, that'd be our taxes, stuff like that. That would be our economical structures. Non-economical, I would assume, would be everything else. But we don't know. We may try it. It also adds Wyrick to fleet officer options. Requires NCMP to research, whatever that is. We'll probably figure it out at some point. This person must be a Wookiee because it does max influence on Kashyyyk. So that must be a Wookiee candidate. Oh, Leia Organa Solo is also an option. Always available. Adds 1 command staff slot to fleet or ground officers. Minimum of 1 command staff slot for fleet and ground officers, no matter how many are killed. Reopening vacant slots still cost credits. Okay. Unlock the Nogri bodyguards on Hunger and max influence on New Alderaan and Honoghr. Interesting. So she actually makes max influence on 2 planets. We've got to figure out where New Alderaan is and see if we own Honoghr. If we don't, then she's not really useful at the moment. Vicky Shesh. Unfortunately, we only get her once we hit the 12 plus ABY. She or he unlocks the Mon Mothma Star Destroyer, which is basically an Imperial 1 Star Destroyer. But unfortunately, we have to wait till like the very end to get those, which is kind of a pisser. A 20% cost and build time discount on Quake Drive Yard units. Stacks with admin traits by 5% and agent traits by 15%. So, we gotta make sure we got the Quake Drive Yards in order for this person to be of any helpful to us. But we gotta wait till 12 plus. We're only at 4, so we got some time. The A9 Interceptor replaces some fighters on the MC-30A, the Bothan Assault Cruise, the Majestic, the Defender, the Sachin, the Hagen, the Nebula, the Mediator, and the Viscount, and makes maximum influence on Quat. Okay. Interesting. Genzar Sobilis, always available. Oh, okay. 10% build discount on all units. Okay. This person may be helpful at the beginning here. So she may be our next, or he might be our next option maybe. Adds Curve Von Tai to fleet officer options. And max influence on Duro. See if we own Duro or not. But all our units getting a 10% discount. Might be helpful at the beginning here. The thing is it only lasts 10 weeks. Unlike the other game, Fall of the Republic, where the discounts were automatic, or not automatic. Once you bought the company, it was permanent. I'm gonna assume it's similar to that. But the discount at 10%, which could be an additional 10%, maybe, who knows? We'll have to see what happens there. And it might be something where Jordan, who are on his game, where he loses his every couple cycles, I may lose my 10% after 10 cycles. So he may not be able to say, oh, you get the discount all the time. But we'll see. And the last one is Sun 2, always available. 20% discount and build time discount on Sorosu units. Stacks with admin traits by 5% and agent traits by 15. Unlocks Bulwarks 3. Locks Home 1 type. The Mediator Researcher disables this effect. Okay. Drexel Starfighter replaces some fighters on the Quasar, the Bothan, the Assault Cruiser, the Republic Star Destroyer, the Majestic, Defender Carrier, the Bulwark 3 Home 1, and Viscount Prototype. Max influence on Celeste, which I believe Jordan said we own. Which is perfect. Alright. So, command staff. So, are these... Oh, okay, here we go. So, Supreme Commander 1, High Command 1, plus an additional slot when new class modernization phase 2 is researched. So, that will be eventually something that we'll do. Fleet Officers 2, Ground Officers 3, Jedi 1, plus an additional slot when Jedi Praxium is built. Okay, whoever that is. So our Supreme Commander options is Guile Akbar. He comes in an MC80 hot or an MC90. Some of these do come in multiple ships, and if I remember, if you buy them, you get to choose what ship do they come in. So you might be able to get like bigger, more powerful ships early, maybe. We'll have to see what happens. Earlier, like Garm Bel Iblis, he comes in a Victory or a Mediator. Oh, never mind. I gotta wait till 9 plus ABY. Never mind. So maybe it doesn't. Maybe I don't get that option. I was thinking maybe you could get maybe stronger ships earlier, but maybe we don't. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, so let's close this up. So, well, what does Katarn do? Is a former Imperial commando who defected to the Alliance when he discovered the Empire killed his father. His deeds for the rebellion included capturing parts of this star plants and destroying Rom Mock's Dark Trooper program. Now, as you can see, it said this Kyle Katarn helped in capturing parts of the Death Star plans. Now, it doesn't say Death Star 2 or 1, so I'm going to assume 1. But, as everybody knows from the movie Rogue One, there was no Kyle Katarn in that film. Or at least named. There was only, 4 or 5 guys that had anything to do with taking the plans. Unless he was one of the soldiers that got... No, can't be, because he's alive here. But, anyway, this is something... like I was saying, this is based on the Legends. Back when George Lucas was around, before Disney bought it and changed everything. Yeah, so this is Kyle Katarn. Apparently helped in the Star plans, but as you know from the movie Rogue One, there was only the Jyn Erso character. There was the Andor character. There was the robot. I can't remember his designation. There was the blind guy. And I can't think of his name. And then his assistant with the big heavy repeater gun. Or whatever it was. And then there was like a dozen fighters. None of them were... Kyle Katarn. None of them were named it. None of them looked like him. So that's something like was what I mean by it being different information. So he is a Jedi. Um, uh, so he does self-healing. And he also has a 40% chance of a redirect and a 20% chance to absorb infantry blaster fire. So he's more of a ground guy by the looks of it. He can do space, but I think he would probably be better on the ground. So he's a heavy tracker. I'm going to assume he's a ground guy too. So what do we got in orbit? All we got in orbit, what is this? What is it? A recusant light destroyer. Okay. What do we got around here? Because obviously Mon Calamari is not connected. So I really don't need anything in orbit there. So what do we got? We got a Home 1 exploration vessel and an MC-30A frigate. What do we have for defenses? So unlike in Fall of the Republic, where could only go up to Golan 2, Thrawn's Revenge, you could get to go up to a bigger one, which is the Golan 3. I would be kind of interested to see what the Golan 3 compared to the Golan 2 looks like. So these senator offices, let's look at the ground. Is there like an outpost type? Oh, I bet you this must be like Fall of the Republic, where you gotta build this in order to build other structures. Establish your government on the planet. This enables infrastructure options and decreases the time before the planet's full income is accessible. Okay. So we got to build these senators' offices in order to build other ground force buildings. So they're independents. So we're up against independents, and we're also up against Hutts. Fuck the Hutts. I hate them. What do we got over here? We got a... So we got a Assault Frigate 2 and an MC-30C frigate, which doesn't look like it's very big. Is that the... No, it does not. Okay. So what do... why do we have two barracks? Let's... unlike the Fall of the Republic, I think, at least in this one, the squads that come out of these barracks, they're unlimited, depending on how many you get. So in eras 1 to 3, where we are, we get 3 troopers. So we get 2 riflemen and 1 carabiner squad. And they're unlimited. And then once Era 4 comes around, we get 3 defense trooper squads. And we get unlimited of that. But we also get a T-1B hover tank. We get 1 of those with 1 in reserve. And that's it. And that seems to be all we get for the life of the barracks. So we don't need 2 of them. What do we got in orbit? Only a Golan 1, eh? What is this? This is a Bothan spy. So these are Bothan spies. So these take over the spies of our of droids from Fall of the Republic. Okay, let's... What are these? Are these just ion cannons, or do these actually do something? The ground is space weapon that is highly effective against shields, but does not result in permanent damage to the hull. If the shields are down, it temporarily disables the engine's weapons, though it is less effective against smaller ships. less effective against smaller ships. It can be used to safely retreat from a land battle without incurring losses, even if an enemy fleet is present in orbit. So, this is exactly like the Rebels on the vanilla. It only shoots and only takes out the shields. After that, it is completely useless. The only thing it does, it prevents orbital bombardments, and it kills enemy units in orbit on cycle change. So it is completely useless unless you're being attacked. No, sorry, it is completely useless if you're being attacked. Because it only takes out shields. Unlike the Empire, where you actually shoot the damn thing, it will actually do damage to the ship. This thing won't. So. Oh, you know what I did forget to do? Was turn on all the information. There we go. I completely forgot to do that. Alright. So where should we tax them? Taxes, eh? Oh, what do we got here? Oh, we got some companies. Mon Calamari Shipyards and Lorna. This company provides a cost and time reduction for our Lorna. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? So this does a lot for our Mon Calamari cruisers. Okay. Oh, 10,000. Well, we're not going to be able to get that now. But we will be able to get it later. This is also a pretty big ship too. Yeah. So we got a golden 3. We also got a shipyard. No. Let's... Like, these fleets can't do much. Let's do... Let me see here. Because our main fleet is on the other side of the galaxy. So, I can't see the corporate authority attacking us. The only one I can really see right now is the Hutts. So we already got a golden 3, which is perfect. Let's do space defenses. Building under construction. We'll do space defenses. Or base defenses, sorry. And... Oh, I think they're... does their tech tree unit... They do! Ah, perfect! Alright. Unlike, I think, Fall of the Republic. Maybe it was there too. But most mods don't have the tech tree upgraded to what can happen. Oh, it can't. Okay. So, we got light factory, heavy factory, but that seems to be it. Okay. It doesn't seem to be complete, does it? Oh, I am mistaken. There is only the two factories. There's the heavy, and then the light. I am mistaken. I thought there was 3 factories. I am completely mistaken. Alright, so we'll go light factory then.
Beginning construction.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Building cancelled.
We'll do light and heavy there. Okay. Now, our main forces are over here. Let's see if we can do something. So, who are these? The Imperium. I don't know who they are. So I can't be attacked through that. I don't know if they can attack me. And I'm independent over there. So I'm all the way over here. So here's Celeste, which is, as Jordan said, it is a major planet. And we do need to what's this? Heavy. Let's go light.
Beginning construction.
Okay. But we have to go through there, right? Looks like it. It is a fairly weak planet. It's the Eridu Authority. Okay. Let's... Oh, fuck. What do we got? What do we got for ground forces in the area? Because we're running out of time for this video. And I am... Oh. Here we go. Here's our leader. Our gallant leader. She slows us down, actually. So I don't have a lot, eh? What do we got? Let's do that. We need to get some forces built here. So, obviously, we can essentially probably... Actually, what does... Akbar is actually pretty big as it is. Yeah. And what does he do? A personal luxury yacht. Can capture... So he doesn't... so he gives us... He reduces the cost. Increases the income. Okay. That's actually quite helpful, actually. He might actually just stay there. Let's see here. Yeah, you move over. Essentially, who are these guys? Who's he? Nance. he comes in a home one. Was one of the New Republic's top admirals, although he was deliberately kept out of the public eye due to his caustic demeanor and blunt statements. He masterminded the First Fleet's liberation of the Western Reaches and the Southern Corps. Nance went on to become the senior flag officer of the Home Fleet. Interesting. Actually, speaking of Home Fleet, where is it? Does it say where our home planet is? Does it? Resources. Infrastructure. Nope. Ship crews. Well, we know all about those. Oh, cloning facilities apparently too on this game, which I don't know what that would be, because they don't clone. Here's all our AI stuff. Heroes and traits. Economic traits. Yeah, I don't want that. Story events. So this is all our storied events. So as the New Republic, these are all our events. So the Katana Fleet, the Coruscant evacuation, New Jedi Order, and the Black Fleet Crisis. I don't know what we do with those. And then all our research. So Republic Star Destroyer, available at 9 ABY. New class modernization 9. So apparently we don't really upgrade anything till 9 ABY, starting with the Republic Star Destroyer. Eventually we'll get B-Wings and E-Wings, new class modernization 1 and 2, Hover Tank, the Viscount Star Defender, the Mediator Battlecruiser, and the Mon Calamari Heavy Cruiser. Okay. But we don't get our first one till 9. So we're at 4. So we gotta wait 5 years before we get our first research. I think in Fall of the Republic, I think we got a lot faster than that. But we'll see. Okay, let's yeah, we'll go into battle. I think we're gonna go into battle here. What kind of ships do we got here? Assault frigate, an MC-30A. Oh, if I recall, I do believe that there is no fog of war. Let's dump one of those in. I'm hoping in this game I'll remember to always use
Setting course.
to use the fleet lead option, like I just did. Because in Fall of the Republic, if you remember, at the beginning I did not remember. I remembered a little bit in the middle, and so the Greater Meldruid has conquered a planet, which is
Construction
fine.
complete.
So, okay, let's begin the battle. All right. So this is our first battle. Yeah, fog of war is gone. Okay, let's bring out him.
Affirmative.
Actually,
Order confirmed.
they actually might be
Complying
all I
with
need.
orders.
Because there's only the Gladiator and... what the hell is this? Oh, a little patrol ship. And a golden one and a light So yeah, this is basically all we need.
Cruiser standing by.
We do get the boost the shield option, which is nice. I like that.
Squadron reporting.
Cruiser responding. Victory is ours.
There they go. So they're gonna retreat.
Enemy unit disabled.
Right. We do get interjectors, I believe, in this game, but unfortunately, we do not get them yet. I don't think. Or maybe we do, and I'd have to go through every ship to figure out what each ship or faction or what each ship does. I may have interdictors and just not know it yet. Alright, so our first battle, which is pretty fast. We are now up against Celeste and Tibrin, which is great. I wonder what's on the ground. Like, are these what I got in the area enough? Let's build
Firing.
Both. How quickly does the Bothan spy build? Fairly quickly, which is perfect. And we'll figure out what they got on the surface and start getting into battle here. And we'll be able to
Where am I needed?
spy here, please. I guess I could have built them here too, I guess. I never thought of that. Alright. The surface. All they got is this repulsor tank and one thing of troopers. So they got a light factory, which they get more repulsor tanks and some walkers. And a moth palace, which gives them some more tanks, some sleds, and okay. What we need to do then? How are we on Endor? Basically almost built, which is perfect. Exactly what I wanted.
Mission log updated.
We will complete this and
Construction complete.
we will see what our mission is. A new public security officer. It has come to our attention that this planet has become increasingly dissatisfied with the current leaders. Send forces to prop up the new regime that is loyal to the New Republic. Denon. Oh. We could get an Imperial Star Destroyer. Now, the great thing about this game with the updates is that it now has an arrow over said planets of where the missions are. So you don't actually have to know where all the planets are. You just have to where is Denon? You just have to look around until... Come on. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Denon. So, as you can see, it has an arrow over the top. So that's all you have to look for. What do I gotta do? Conquer the whole planet. What kind of... So it's a capital shipyard. Oh, so I can get some pretty big things. Well, we may have... Well, what's this? This is a heavy. We might... It is a 4. So it's probably going to be a heavy. Let's see about... We'll send a Bothan spy there. We'll see what they have there. Maybe it is something we can conquer. All right. Let's... I like these guys. Let's...
Training troops.
We'll do that. Oh, she doesn't have any barracks. Let's build a barracks
under
here
construction.
then. Yeah, we'll build a barracks there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get around to doing the ground battle, unfortunately.
Construction complete.
Heavy gun here.
No. I thought it was done.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we got a little bit of cash. So what can we work with here? Let's do some of
Unit in
those.
production.
I think we'll get some of
Vehicle in
those.
production.
We'll get some of
Unit
those.
in production.
What was on the surface? Nothing overly great. Okay. Is there a cheaper spot? There is not in this area. Alright, let's... what was on this planet? So we got the light. Probably should build the heavy. Actually, you know,
Building cancelled.
we'll do that.
Constructing unit. Building
Then
started.
do that. We're out of cash.
Ready, sir. Your command, sir.
Our Bothan spy is done. Can we do this?
Certainly.
Is it possible? Heavy? Colon 2. What do they get with the heavy? So we're arrow 1. So they get TIE fighters, TIE interceptors, a patrol craft, 2 patrol crafts with 2 in reserve, and a Carrack and a dreadnought, which is all the time. Okay. Alright. That is possible. It is possible. ATSTs on the ground. Oh, they got 2 of them, so they would get 4 ATSTs on the ground with 8 in reserve. And whatever an LAVRQH-7 chariot is, that I don't know. And what does this give? So all the time it gives repulsor tanks, spike squads, but they're not unlimited. Ah, interesting. That is actually a quite a possible battle to do. How many weeks do we have on that? We have till week 10. We haven't made it through the first. It is possible. It is quite possible we could do that. Obviously not in this video.
Heavy gun here. Death to the Empire!
But maybe in the next one.
Reporting in.
Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, so they're building that. They're building that. Outstanding. You're building those. Great. But yeah, I think let's
Construction complete.
Heavy gun here. For Alderaan!
Oh yes, speaking of Alderaan. Where is New Alderaan? Can we find it? Because I do believe originally Alderaan was near Coruscant. And I am... Chandrilla. So, it does not... We do not own it. Okay. Where is this New Alderaan? I am kind of curious if we can find it. And where is it? And do we own it? I'm probably going to say we don't. Looks like that's up there. No, Mandalore, Commoner, Corellia, Talus, and Trailus, which is kind of interesting because it shows 2 planets. Wait a minute. Corellians is their own faction? Oh, so it is. Oh. I wonder if we can get them... I know on the Empire side you can get... factions to join you, and that's how you get the Dark Empire. Influence. I wonder if there is such a thing like that on our side, where we don't actually have to attack them. I doubt it. I doubt it, but you never know. That's doesn't appear to be it. Traits, focuses, no. Utility traits, no. Traits, no. I don't think we have anything like that. Unfortunately, we can't get a side to join us by the looks of things. Oh, maybe. Credit, ship crews, populate, influence. No. Infrastructure. No. We don't want that. Ship crews we already know about. No, I don't believe there is. Which is kind of a bummer. It would be nice if we could incorporate a side and have it join us, but that is not appearing to be the case. Alright, we're already well over an hour. I hope you enjoyed my new intro. I try to add as much. I couldn't find any New Republic stuff, so I had to use Rebel stuff, unfortunately. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments. And I think we're just gonna save it here. Unfortunately, that's also all my saves from Fall of the Republic. Let's delete some of these because we don't need all these actually anymore. Actually, I don't really need any of them anymore, but I forgot about all these. Is there a way to... No, there isn't. Damn. I was hoping I could, like, select a whole slew of them and... But no. Yeah, we did, this is all... These are all the saves from my Fall of the Republic campaign, which you can look at in its entirety on my channel here. You can watch it right from the beginning to the end, including me selecting order 65 instead of 66. Now, I could, in my next season, I could go back and play that again and do order 66 instead. Now, that game has changed or been updated since I played it. I did do a quick video on some of the changes they made, if you're at all interested in that. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see all that. There we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you can see the changes that they made to Fall of the Republic since I've played it. In a video I did, I guess it was last year maybe, or earlier this year. I can't remember now. But yeah, you can watch all that online. So I hope you enjoyed this first video. We didn't get to do too much, like I thought. The first video was more to me explaining how the game works, where all our forces are, what planets do we own, and what we're going to do. So we did do the one space battle. Unfortunately, it was a quick space battle, but basically everything else was explaining all the other factions and how the game is played. At least for the parts that I know. Like I said, I've never played this game, so I don't know everything, but I know some of it, or at least enough to get the game going. Because a lot of the mechanics are the same as Fall of the Republic. You know, you got your ship crew upkeep, you got your ship crews, you got your infrastructure score, you got your ship upkeep with your net income, and all that, so it's, and you'll also still get all your information on the side here. So, yeah. So that's basically it for this video. I hope you'll like this video. I hope you'll comment on it. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I know it's been probably a month, probably more than a month now, since I started my last season. Because I was under the impression from somebody that they were gonna do an update on this video or this game soon, which did not happen. It was assumed that it was in June or July that it was going to happen, which, like I said, did not happen, because this game was just recently updated in February. So it probably will be updated next year, maybe. It could be sooner. Hopefully, we will make it through this game before the update comes in. Because if not, then I gotta go and find the older version to continue it on. But yeah, hopefully we'll complete it before the next update comes in. I doubt it, but you never know. So yeah, so we'll leave it there. So like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully we'll talk to you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.